Hello, Starseeds and Lightworkers. It's Dee, and welcome to my second channel, and welcome to your Pick a Deck tarot reading, which is Lemurian Love and Atlantis Activation for Starseeds and Lightworkers to bring you some guidance right now on your journey spiritually to help you out. And these two collectives want to come in and give you guys some guidance. So you have 4 different decks to choose from: Beyond Lemuria, the Atlantis cards, the Lemurian Starchild, and lastly the Atlantis Oracle. I will start with the Beyond Lemuria Oracle deck. There will be timestamps for the others listed below. Hello, Deck 1, and welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Beyond Lemuria deck, and so the ancient Lemurians are going to come in and bring you some guidance and some clarity about whatever it is you are experiencing right now. So let's pull a card to get your reading started. See what the Lemurians want to tell you, how they want to guide you. Oh, beyond the mind. So, dear Starseeds and Lightworkers, they want to take you to a different dimension, a place you have never gone before, a place that you might fear, a place that your humanized perception of self and reality is preventing you from reaching, from obtaining, from exploring. And so they really want to help break any programming and restriction that holds you back. And some of you have been asking, give me a sign, give me clarification. I'm a starseed, I'm a light worker, I'm a crystal child, I'm an indigo, I'm meant to do this spiritual work, like you've been asking. And with the Lemurian consciousness is reflecting back here, is to give you that sign, and that confirmation would actually make you afraid right now at this time. There's some like programming that you need to break through, and it's like humanized perception of reality and what it is, what you are, what other people are. They want to take you above and beyond that so they can give you that sign that's not just you're looking for something tangible in the 3D, but they want to give you like the true confirmation through your third eye. Okay, and there's some programming that just has to be overcome, and you might think, oh no, I'm ready, but they're saying no, there's something about it that would make you afraid, or like you need to, through breaking the programming, it elevates your vibration, which maybe for some of you, you're able to handle this higher energy. It's kind of a little bit of a different scenario for all of you, but they want to take you to that next dimension, a higher level, a place that I'm not even sure about. So let's pull some more cards. Okay, the Buddha. There is so much wisdom within you. Oh my goodness. And look at that. I knew it. Energy shift. Yeah, and that goes back to the programming as well. Some of you, it's the programming. Well, for all of you, it's the programming, okay? Your perception, it's humanized. Like, I just keep the humanized perception, your humanized perception, like they want to like pull you away from that. Like, you're humanized and bring you more into your spiritual body, which is formless, which doesn't have earthly responsibilities as your physical human avatar does, right? They really want to take you so beyond that, because in that space, like, you access this wisdom that is truly you, all these light codes that exist within you. Like, you are a library of light code information, and going to this higher dimension is how you fully access that and come into your awareness of self. And the reasoning for the programming needs to go, but the reasoning for that programming is a little bit different. Like I said, some of you are a little afraid. There's still some period of acceptance of your true self. The pulling away from the humanized perception could actually be traumatizing for you. Like, your team wants you to know it's a step, like a step process where you slowly open over time, and your frequency elevates and you expand, and then you're able better to access. And others of you, breaking, it's not like that your conscious mind can't handle the truth of this. It's the programming keeps you locked in a certain frequency, and that needs to be like shifted out of, so you can rise into this other dimension. So either way, you need an energy shift, both of you, well, both scenarios. But they want you to know that, yes, like, there is so much more to you, so much more than you even know in this moment. And it cannot be understood through the humanized consciousness. Wow, that is such a strong message of that. I'm sorry I keep saying that, but maybe like the repetitiveness of something will activate you. Okay. They want to help you move beyond this and really take you to the next level here. Seven of Cups, Ace of Cups, King of Wands, Page of Swords, and Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so this personal experience I had, like, kept popping in my mind, like the whole beginning of this intro, which was kind of distracting to me. If you noticed, I was a little distracted, and Spirit will not let off. So I'm just gonna give you this for those of you where it's like you're not ready quite to know. So early in my awakening, I had this dream. Well, it seemed like a dream at the time. But in the dream, I don't know, those of you who have suffered sleep paralysis, like, that's something I struggled with for many, many years in my life before I actually had my awakening. And so I was feeling like that sleep paralysis where you're awake, but your body is frozen, like you can't speak, you can't move, and you can't even open your eyes sometimes. Well, in this dream, it was different, because I was having that sleep paralysis, but I was surrounded by these beings, and there was like a blindfold over my eyes, but I could see like these lights on these machine in front of me. And I asked what they were doing to me, and they said they were upgrading me. And I said, I want to see you. And they said, you're not ready yet. Like, I can't handle it. I wouldn't be able to handle it. And it was just this went on for like a few minutes, and I felt these sensations through my body. And remember, my conscious mind is awake, but my body is still asleep, and I'm feeling these sensations, and I'm seeing these things in my mind's eye. And then it just like all faded away, and I came out of the paralysis, and it was not a scary situation whatsoever. And now when I look back on that, they were absolutely right. I wasn't ready to see truly their true essence and form, whether it was that it would make me afraid, or my frequency, my vibration, my consciousness was not yet in a place to be able to perceive them. Okay, and I just keep going back and forth with you guys. This programming and the reasonings for it. And now it's time to break free of that. It's time to break free of fears, and it's also time to break free so like your vibration can rise, so you can have this energy shift, because this Buddha here is talking about you being the light code library, and I see that depicted here in the Seven of Cups. And you are at a point on your path, on your journey, where it's time to reach up and pull one of those cups down into the 3D realm, okay? Because this is talking about your consciousness, your higher self here, and it's time for you to pull one of these light codes down into the 3D. And this light code is information. It's like a mission, a journey, a knowing, a teaching, a path for you, okay, where you are the master of this, the leader, the teacher. You know, there's a lot of evolution through this energy shift for you, going into that next dimension, and it comes through as the Page of Swords, because it's going to be all brand new to you. However, even though it feels brand new to you in this physical avatar, it's like that's your home. That's truly where you come from. That's your lineage, and it's time for you to know that more. Like you've been asking for a sign, and now you are at the juncture on this journey in this lifetime here on the earth to awaken and pull down that light code from the library in which you are, and really anchor it into the earth plane, and have this new access to this higher dimension that guides you and your spiritual work, you know, for quite some time moving forward. And this is like your true family, your true lineage in which you come from, coming through, assisting you. So let's pull some more tarot. Eight of Pentacles, Three of Swords, the Fool. Yeah, look at right under that King. Eight of Wands, and look at Eight of Wands, communication, right there, Page of Swords, higher dimension, and the Death card. Okay, yeah, this is where you come from. All right, you had to go through a great transition in pure consciousness in order to like be able to come into these energies of this 3D realm. Like you went through quite the transformation to even come here. Okay. All right, so here it is, you being this light code library, and it's time to pull one of those light codes down and work on it, and really manifest it in the physical. And what this particular path is, this teaching, this offering that you're giving, it's very healing to the collective consciousness in general, okay, or to very specific people that you're going to be helping along your journey if you're doing this professionally, or different people Spirit is going to align you to over, I would say, like the next 10 years, okay, where you are a like walking medicine to different people as well as to the collective consciousness. And also part of this programming that the Lemurian collective is helping you break free from is going to be healing to you. Part of it entails some traumas that you've experienced here in this earth life, and it's been too much for you, especially emotionally. Many of you have struggled greatly emotionally with different things that you've gone through, different things going on in the world, feeling really small, helpless, like it's just all so big and overwhelming. And as you go into this, you know, higher dimension, this is overcome. And you know, we're talking about this higher dimension. Here you are showing as the King of Wands, the Master of Spirit, okay, and you are embarking on a new path, a new journey in the Fool, because you're pulling down this light code into the earth plane and you're anchoring it in. And here it is, you are being guided from this higher place, your true family, your true lineage, you're being guided. They're going to really speak to you. You're going to feel them. Some of you are already like tapping into these energies somewhat, and you're just not quite sure what it is. Okay, but you're going to start receiving a lot more guidance after you break free of this programming. And this isn't like where I give you the key of how to break free of this programming. Your specific teams are already working with you on that. Like, they're letting you know what's happening in your life, and the different things you're going to be going through. Like, this is what's taking place, a major energy shift, because programming is breaking away for you to come into just this higher version of yourself and this like other dimension. And I don't want to even like number it like, you know, fifth, sixth. It's not like that. That's not how I'm seeing this. It's like a pocket within dimension, within time space, and that's like where you come from. And it's very unfamiliar to me, and I would feel for a lot of people it's not something that and most people are familiar with. Like, I've never really seen anything like this in a reading. Maybe other readers have. I have not. And they want like more direct contact with you than in the past, because there's with this death card also, there's a major transition and transformation for you as you shift out of that programming. Like a version of you falls away, that humanized perception of self, of life, of what it means to be a starseed or a light worker, etc. Like, you're really gonna have a paradigm shift in your consciousness, and that's not an easy thing to go through, right? I was raised Christian. I was super Christian, and in my early 30s is when I started having my awakening, which really took me away from those teachings and beliefs, and that was hard. That was a very, very hard shift for me. Okay. So when you're breaking free of programming and really going to that next level, it's a process. It's taxing. It's challenging. But ultimately, like, you're in this better place, better communication with where you truly come from, okay? And this light code that you are now going to start anchoring into the earth plane is very healing, loving energy for all, as well as for self and specific people that spirit is going to align you with, all right? So let's pull you guys one final card. We have the throat chakra, creativity. Use creativity to transform your pain into positivity. Okay, so using your creativity, that is going to, like, that next dimension, breaking out of that box, but also transform your pain into positivity. You got the death, the transformation card with this Ace of Cups over the Three of Swords. Like, that's what you're bringing. You're transforming pain into positivity, into strength. All right, that's part of your mission and your journey, and many of you are doing it through what you say, expression, like speaking to, maybe you have a social media platform where you really share, or people come to see you to hear your wisdom and advice. Okay, it's just like what you say. You have powerful, powerful words, and like spirit moves through your words, and it's time for you to really plug in to where you come from. So those are your messages from the Beyond Lemuria deck. I am sending you guys lots of love and light. Take care. Hello, deck 2. So this is the Atlantis cards, and these are a little bit different. There's a message and an image on the front of the card, but there's also, energy and a message written on the back. So let's see what the Atlantian collective wants to share with you and how they wish to guide you at this time. So we have cooperation. So you are just now aligning to a new mission on your journey, or you are about to come into a partnership in doing spiritual work with someone else. And so the Atlantian collective wants to talk to you about this. And it says cooperation, number 23. That might mean something to some of you. In the golden times of Atlantis, everyone cooperated selflessly for the highest good, with the benefit that they all felt safe and nurtured. The people also pooled everything, their produce, gifts, skills, and work. All was offered with love to the community. There was no such thing as money. Because each family took only what was needed, there was always plenty for everyone, and a sense of abundance prevailed. Togetherness. What can you share today? It may be your friendship, your time, or something more tangible. Receiving this card guides you to give away anything you no longer need. It also suggests you cooperate with others for the greater good. Be generous-hearted, and your rewards from the universe will be great. Cooperation is a vision greater than yourself. So, this right here, you are definitely aligning to a new mission, a new spiritual calling, which is going to involve other people. But the good news with that is I feel these newer energies coming in, you are going to actually feel like a team with them. Whereas in the past leading up to this, I get the sense that you feel like you give a lot. Maybe you feel you might be more spiritually advanced or open than some other people, and you just don't feel like you've been getting the abundance back from the universe that you put out to, people in your life, to strangers, doing your spiritual work, all those things. And you could be feeling a little bit tired and just undernourished and left behind, and what's going on, spirit? And now this is a beautiful message that's saying you're aligning to a new mission with other very like-minded individuals that share the same frequency as energy as you, and you guys are going to come together to do things that feel good, that are for the greater good of all. And this may also entail some energies where in the past you guys were not in alignment whatsoever, but now you're coming back together because you both have come to the same frequency. Okay, it absolutely happens. All right, people can have periods of rapid growth. So this is beautiful for you. And it's also a sense of not feeling so alone and like empty. It's time for your abundance to come in a bit. And you might even feel like, well, I'm not so focused on that. I need support. I need love. I need real soul connection on this planet. And the Atlantian collective is saying it is coming in. And probably has, I'm like recording this, at the beginning of December 2020. So I would say this is all taking place, all through 2021. Love lessons. So you've been going through it in relationships for sure, and spiritual business. And for some of you, trying to get a spiritual business off the ground, or is this my path? Is this what I should be doing? And this is all a yes. You've been working a lot with people, and it's been teaching you and opening you emotionally in a preparation for what's now coming for you. Okay, so that's that sense of energy where you're like giving and now you feel depleted and undernourished and all those things. You're coming out of that cycle. Okay, you helped a lot of people, and you don't realize it. Like, you don't realize, because the gratitude maybe wasn't there, the recognition, the appreciation, it just wasn't there. But the Atlantean collective is saying you really helped people. You opened hearts, you healed hearts, you changed minds, you did a lot of really good work, and this was like a period of sacrifice for you. Okay, and now as you end this year and move into 2021, you're aligning to other people who are very, very spiritually based as you, who have a similar vision of as you do. Some of you might be going into business, okay, with these other people or this other person, and this could be maybe you guys are going to start like some sort of website together, create spiritual products together, maybe open a shop, do readings together. I mean, there's so many different things, right? Some of you, this is definitely where you're going to have the right person come in, whether as like a business partner or an assistant that's really going to help you. Okay, you're coming into your true calling for this life journey. Those of you that chose the second deck, the Atlantian cards, like you're truly coming into yourself. You're starting to really bloom and blossom, and a lot of the 3D work that was part of your activation and opening is completed now, and it's time for you to move on into work that is more satisfying and fulfilling for you, because you've done your sacrifice here, and now it's time for you to reap some reward, to get back what you give, and to feel happy and good in doing it. Okay, so with that coming out, that is your sign, your confirmation that yes, you are meant to generate some sort of income from your spiritual gifts and the way that you help and uplift others, because as you give your energy, you're meant to receive back. And you know, I could tell you, I'm just doing a YouTube channel, doing tarot readings. It takes so much of my time. I can't imagine like spending this much energy and not getting anything back to sustain myself. And that was something I had to overcome early on in my journey. You know, when you're giving energy out, spirit is going to bring that back to you, and receiving income for that work is not bad. It is not taboo. And maybe for some of you, like that's something that needs to switch in your mind, is you are expending energy. You don't go to the doctor and expect the doctor to see you, treat you, and you not pay anything, right? You expect that you're going to pay for that service you are receiving. And that's how you need to view yourself and your spiritual gifts, that you are giving a service that is needed, and that uses your energy, your time. Okay, so you do deserve compensation for that. And just what you've been going through, I see you haven't been getting a lot of that back, but now you're shifting. It's really time to come into like your full self. And I see many of you having a spiritually based business, like at some point permanently, or if you're already in that space of having one, like there's this beautiful expansion coming. Okay, and there's more people coming in to help you and to support you, and they're like-minded, like frequency of you. So let's pull some tarot. Knight of Swords. Yes, that's you expanding in your consciousness, reaching a higher realm, because this is going to be like your 5D self, your higher self that we're looking at. Five of Pentacles, you really feel like you have not gotten back what you have given out. But it's time. Look at that. The Six of Pentacles followed that. It's time. Like you're shifting into like teamwork situations where everybody gives equally, and you're no longer feeling left out in the cold or like not receiving. Yeah, and look at that. Nine of Pentacles is next, really coming into your own. And we have the Lovers. That's you being happy. Okay, in this new mission, this new work, this expansion, starting a spiritually based business. This is you being very, very happy, in love with life, in love with your mission, in love with this journey, in love with humanity, where you started out really feeling on the outs, like, is this my path? Am I going to get anywhere with this? Is like poverty what I must experience to understand and to help and to uplift? Like, just a lot of analyzing about your path and what you've gone through. And there was a period of sacrifice, okay? And the reason for the sacrifice is different for each of you, okay? But now, like, that part of your journey is over. Your consciousness expanding into a higher place than before. And now what you give out is coming back to you in big, big, big ways. Okay, and those of you where you're about to like start a business with somebody, or you are gonna have like an assistant or an employee, it's a perfect match. Okay, again, like-minded individuals, your vision is the same, your spirituality is the same. And some of you, it's time for you to come into a truly loving romantic partnership. And this being the information from your 5D self, that tells me, like, for some of you, that's a confirmation that you have this relationship that is meant to be with you this life journey. At some point it will align to you, and it will be like a beautiful reflection. It's time for you to align to your team, to your tribe, and you're really going to thrive and flourish in your spiritual work, in your spiritual journey moving forward. Seven of Wands. Yeah, you're done. You're ready to like hang up your spiritual hat if stuff doesn't like begin to start to change for you. Right there, it's like, oh, I'm done with them. I'm gonna bury my head in the sand. I'm tired of this. But look, here it is, right under that Six of Pentacles. The energy shift, it's changing, and now you got the Ace of Cups. And you got the Six of Pentacles twice, and that's coming out under the Lovers. Definitely new connections coming in the 3D realm, okay? And it's like you are done with these love lessons, these life lessons that bring up the Seven of Wands, make you defensive because of the words. And this could also just be what's going on in the world, okay? You're coming out of this. This was a period of sacrifice. And now with two Six of Pentacles, the people coming into your life, it's going to be an equal exchange. And now what you're giving out, you're also going to be getting back just overall energetically. Whereas like sacrifice, now we're coming into abundance and plenty. You got two Six of Pentacles, okay? Starting a business on your own or with another person, that's your path, okay? Expanding your business and bringing in like a assistant or an employee or like a manager, somebody to help you, absolutely blessed. Okay, your path is about to get much, much easier than it has been. And those of you where this is like romance that's going to be coming in to your life over the next year or along this journey, it is a general reading. With the two Six of Pentacles, you guys are like mirrors of each other, okay? That could even be like the crystalline twin flame, and coming together, you both receive an activation that you otherwise wouldn't, and it really expands your frequency, your consciousness, okay? So some of you definitely got that crystalline twin flame journey going on, where you and this person coming together are going to make magic and maybe even open a business and do a lot of good in this world, okay? So your journey is getting easier. You are meant to earn an income from your spiritual gifts. True soulmates coming in to support you, to help you starting your own business. So blessed, okay? What do we have here? The third eye chakra with dreams. Dreams are where your mind translates the divine. Yes, it's time for dreams to come true. Also, a lot going on the astral for you guys. Pay attention to those dreams. Your team's really talking to you. Other souls of soul tribe members that you are going to come into alignment with, also meeting you on the astral. All right, so things are changing, things are getting better. What you give out is now going to come back to you. You're done with this period of sacrifice, and it's time to be happy. It's time to feel like you fit in. It's time to feel loved and supported and to receive back something from all that you give. All right, so those are your messages from the Atlantian cards. I am sending you guys lots of love and light. Take care. Hello, Deck 3. So this is the Lemurian Starchild Oracle, and the Lemurian Collective wishes to guide you and give you information, signs, synchronicity right now for where you are at on your journey. So let's see what the Lemurian consciousness has to say to you. Okay, so, ooh, we've got portals, doorways into now, letting go of the warrior. All right, so those of you that were attracted to this particular deck, I would highly recommend you watch my Starseeds and Lightworkers 1111 portal if you haven't already, because that was all about this ancient Lemurian light code of this love frequency and this portal that's opening for that frequency to be anchored into the earth plane. Here, this is portals for you. We just had the 1111 portal, and we are about to have the Sagittarius new moon total solar eclipse on December 14th, which is like a full activation of that 1111 portal that opened up for everybody with that ancient Lemurian light code of this love frequency. Okay, and then all of 2021, the eclipses are between Gemini and Sagittarius, which is the lower learning and the higher learning. So those higher frequencies of consciousness, of love, really being anchored down into the earth plane by the star seeds and the light workers, especially you who has chosen this particular deck. Okay, so you're gonna be going through a lot of changes, I would say, within the next 30 days of watching this reading, because you are letting go of the warrior, of the shell, of the shield, and you are really expanding into this version of unconditional love, emotionally, spiritually, in your consciousness that you've never touched on before. And this major activation is part of your mission for like the next 10 years, okay? But you are instrumental in this 1111 portal that just happened, and then the full activation through this total solar eclipse that's happening. And then in December of 2021, there is another Sagittarius total solar eclipse that's taking place, which is the completion of the anchoring of these new light codes. So for the next year, very, very busy, very empathetic, very much in your emotional body, feeling love, seeing things from such a different perspective, bringing people into this higher frequency of love, as well as anchoring it into the earth plane. So let's pull some more cards for you guys. Life lessons. Yeah, you are overcoming quite a bit. And look at that cosmic timing, because it's time. It's time for a major shedding. Everything that made you, you know, put on armor, a shield around you, life lessons, you know, that's a lot of painful stuff that you've been going through. And partly this journey was to show you all the dark corners of the collective consciousness of humanity, so that you have an awareness of what truly needs to be healed, what needs to be changed, so you can properly insert these higher light codes of love where they are needed without being personally attached or involved. Like, you had to go through a lot of emotional stuff to get very familiar and comfortable with your emotional body and learn the different frequencies of each emotion and what they mean and what they create within yourself, and then recognizing that in others, so that you are this like major healer with unconditional love that just emanates from you. And with cosmic timing, it's time. It has everything to do with this 1111 portal and the Sagittarius new moon total solar eclipse, bringing it into full activation, especially for you. So let's pull some tarot. Page of Swords, the Hermit, the Empress. Yeah, look at you. This is like the epitome of unconditional love. Fertility is this Empress. The Lovers and the Ace of Pentacles. Heck yeah. So this is just a confirmation of everything we've received from these cards. Here you are on this journey, learning these life lessons so that you can get a much better understanding of the collective consciousness of humanity and the dark corners, what's broken, the splintered energies, because you are the healer of that. Okay, that is part of your journey, your mission this lifetime. It's these portals are very powerful for you. And this last one, you're meant to anchor, look at the Lovers, you're meant to anchor this higher frequency of love into the earth plane. It's gonna make a difference. You're here to make a change, whether you realize that or not. Like, this is the Lemurian collective confirming that for you. There are energies of love inside of you that you can house, that you can handle, that you can anchor, that other people can't. And it's from the experiences that you've been going through. And look at this, you have 3 major arcana sitting here. Here's you on the journey and the graduation, the expansion of you stepping through the portal. Why? To bring all of this love to the earth plane. And the way that plays out for each of you is going to be a different journey, but it's there. And also with this Empress, the Lovers, and the Ace of Pentacles, because we're looking at like your 5D self right now, there is a romantic partnership that is meant to be on this journey for you, okay? And you know, I see the crystal energy here, that crystalline twin flame, and that crystalline twin flame is, it's different. This is where you guys come together and you activate each other in a very special way, and you both are here to do work, to do mission for spirit, for the healing, the upliftment, and the evolution of humanity. You both have this same exact mission, and you've been doing a lot of this on your own. Those of you who are already in partnership, but this part of the message is not for you. I just see many of you Starseeds and Lightworkers going through all of this on your own without a romantic partner, and maybe some of you maybe not much friends or family, okay? Very, very solitude journey for quite some time here. And now here you are evolving into this Empress energy, whether you are male or female. And this reason is showing as the Empress is because, look at Venus right there, it's this higher frequency of love, okay? And in this space, you are ready to align to that crystalline twin flame for you both to receive the activation, and you carry on this mission together, and you're no longer alone. Like, this is a big thing about timing for you. A lot's changing in December 2020, going all the way through December 2021. So let's pull you some more tarot. Three of Cups, Six of Cups, Knight of Cups, Four of Swords, and King of Wands. Nice. So we got the Empress and the King of Wands coming through. Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine energy. Okay, that crystalline twin flame. Now, this is talking about the 3D and what's now going to shift in the 3D. And your first three cards out are all Cups energy, which is emotion. Okay, but this is good emotion. This is happiness. This is celebration. This is you connecting. This is you giving love, you healing, you anchoring these light codes into the earth plane. All right, but also this is about you aligning to that crystalline twin flame. And some of you are already in alignment with that. But those of you who are not, like, it's time for that to happen. And also for you to align to members of your collective that are also currently incarnated. It's time for you to feel like you fit, that you belong, that you're loved, that you're supported for the work that you're going to do moving forward. And under this Lovers, you have the Four of Swords, which is healing and rest. And that's you bringing that higher frequency of love, anchoring it into the earth plane for everybody. It's very healing energy. And then, you know, this King of Wands is the match that's coming through for this Empress. And I feel that your partner here, it's not to say they're not as advanced and as evolved as you. I just feel you coming through as the Empress and then them coming through as a king opposed to the Emperor means that they're going to have a big time activation by aligning to you, by meeting you. Like, they're gonna come into their Emperor energy where you really experience that on your own. They're very spiritually awakened and aware when they come into your world, but this relationship, this connection with you is what takes this king into the Emperor. Okay, and it's a solid union. Like, this is who you're meant to be with, and you guys are doing spiritual work moving forward together, and you're no longer feeling alone. Like, that's a big message for you. It's the 1111 portal with the total solar eclipse happening in December is a completion of a solo journey where you did encounter some hairy situations and, you know, not so nice people, just, you know, hard circumstances at times. And now you're coming in to where you belong, and you're going to have people that you can connect to and who will get you and who will understand you and who will love you. All right, so what a beautiful message from this third pile of cards, or I should say this third deck, the Lemurian Starchild Oracle. And we have a crown chakra meditation. To see more clearly, close your eyes. And look at, in this card, her eyes are actually closed. The way that you are awakening and activating through this portal energy and total solar eclipse is where you are seeing more from your third eye than from your human eyes, okay? And the connections coming into your world, it's this crown chakra connection and understanding, which is what you have really hoped for. All right, so those are your messages. I am sending you guys lots of love and light. Take care. Hello, Deck 4. Those of you who chose the Atlantis Oracle, let's get right into your reading. The Atlantian Collective would like to bring you messages and guidance for whatever is going on right now on your spiritual path, with your spiritual work, your spiritual mission, your spirituality. Let's see what they have to say to you guys. All right, so we've got wealth. The golden path is always rewarding, okay? So this coming through as your message, I feel many of you are desiring to do your spiritual work full time, or if you already do that, you're desiring to expand on your current spiritually based business or practice. Okay, and this is a sign of yes, that is meant to be on your path, on your journey. Also, this is the Atlantian collective letting you know that for you guys, you Starseeds and Lightworkers, there is a beautiful reward that's about to come in to your life, okay? And this being card 9, I would say within the next 9 days to 9 weeks, okay? There is a big, beautiful flow of abundance, some sort of manifestation, this money, you know, resources, gifts. It's just something that's going to make you very, very happy, and you have earned it and you deserve it. This could also be major accomplishment that has a big, big payoff for you. Okay, so 2 messages coming through, a nice big flow of abundance coming in for each and every one of you. And it's a gift from the universe. You absolutely deserve it. And for others of you, this is your confirmation that it's time to really focus on creating a spiritually based business or practice, okay? Or expanding on what you currently have. Let's pull some more cards. Activation. So there's going to be an activation to your subconscious programming, which I feel is opening the gateway to more abundance, more financial stability in your life moving forward in general. And now we have a symbolism. Yeah, activation with symbolism is a sign from spirit, okay? Different number sequences that you keep seeing, anything that's repetitive, any symbol that you look at that really draws you in, that is the universe communicating with you. That is spirit communicating with you. You're receiving a lot of activation through symbolism, through repeating numbers, through like repeating images or same word over and over. Okay, it's going to be playing out in your reality. You won't miss it. Okay, you will not miss it. And it's happening for purpose because it's really activating that subconscious mind, which is opening you up to much more abundance and wealth in the 3D realm, which I feel you need for what you're about to embark on. There's also this feeling of expansion for some of you guys, like really going outside of your comfort zone. So let's pull some more cards. And we're going to look at these activations through the symbolism and the higher mind of yours first, because that's very, it's interesting because this is very significant, deep, and spiritual. And then this is really like 3D. So let's pull some tarot here. Nine of Cups. Yeah, there it is. Like there's some beautiful reward, gift, money, something coming your way that's going to just make you so happy and put your mind at ease. Well, yeah, Magician. Look at all that activation through the symbolism. 10 of Wands and the Page of Swords. Okay. So some of you have definitely been struggling with some poverty consciousness programming. And it's held purpose for you, okay? Even if you're like, I don't think so. There's something about this journey that you've been on where there hasn't been enough, or there's been like some lacks, poverty type of energies. It's activated you, it's opened you spiritually in ways that wouldn't have happened otherwise, okay? And now it's time to set the wands down. You've gone through that journey and it's time to reap the reward. And through this process, this activation to your consciousness through different signs, symbolism, synchronicity, repeating numbers, The activation is truly awakening you to your magic here, okay, where you feel much more in control of your thoughts, of your emotion, the energies you're putting out and attending, and what's manifesting for you. This is like the true alchemist here. You've gone through a long journey, all these parts of you now open and ready to receive higher frequencies of light code from the higher realms, which you bring down into this realm like you're working magic, okay? And what's interesting is your guys' reading is very, very different than the first three. Like, I just keep getting led into the 3D, the earth realm. You guys, I feel that picked this pile are deeply, deeply spiritual. And you've been doing a lot of work in your own way here. And it's time for reward. It's time for rest for you. Like, you're coming to the end of a spiritual journey here, and you're going to embark on a new journey, a new path very soon. But right now, it's like the Atlantian collective is saying, sit down, lighten your load, relax a while. It's time for you to receive. It's time for you to be blessed. It's time for you to have some enjoyment and reward in the 3D, in the physical realm. Okay. And those of you, wanting to start a spiritually based practice or expand on a currently existing one, you're going to finally have the energy, the idea, the stamina for all of that, where you haven't felt like you've had enough because you've been working on some stuff here. And now you are coming to the end, setting down the wands, coming into your period of rest, healing, recuperation, and reward to prepare you for this magical new adventure that you are going to be embarking on up ahead. So let's pull cards specifically for the 3D. Nine of Pentacles. Look at your hopes and wishes and reward manifesting into physical reality, and it feels like it's been a very slow moving process. Two of Pentacles. You can finally rest. It's like you're no longer going to be juggling here. Under the Magician, we got the Seven of Swords. This is where you are overcoming your own thoughts that have held you back, okay? Major activation here. And Ten of Wands, look at that. The death to this hard journey that you've been experiencing. You know what? Oh my God, Spirit has jokes sometimes. So here you are. You are coming to the end of this journey. And part of this journey definitely was lackful, where you just didn't feel like you had enough, and that created some programming in your subconscious mind of, lackfulness, poverty consciousness, which has, held you back from receiving a bit. But it was for a great purpose. Like, you've received a lot of soul growth through this journey, and now you are coming to the end of that, okay? You are coming to the period of completion, which brings you rest, recuperation, reward, and your new path forward is much more comfortable than what you've gone through. And this is telling you that you do have another journey that you are going to be embarking on after this period of rest and reward. Okay, and it's like this 10-year cycle that you're moving into, and you start out as this page. All right, but you're going to end as a king or queen energy. And those of you that are thinking about starting a spiritually based practice or business, it seems like a big undertaking for you, but it's meant for you. Like, that's your path forward. Or expanding on a business you already have may seem very overwhelming, but you have everything you need for that. Like, that's your path forward. Okay, and this, to me, the Ten of Wands doesn't say like as soon as you start on this path it's going to be heavy and challenging. What that tells me is this next path forward, very similar to this one, is there's going to be a lot of activation to your soul. So when you come to the end of this journey, you're going to have this major period of expansion, evolution, and great reward and rest. All right, it's like your life goes in these 10-year cycles, and right now you've done your work. You should pat yourself on the back and relax and enjoy the moment, because you're going to be very, very blessed. And you know, I felt like this period of rest, it goes for like 4 to 7 weeks. Okay, and you're just enjoying yourself, you're enjoying life, you're enjoying what's come your way. And some of you, this is what's creating the inspiration for the new journey and the path that you are about to embark on. But over the next month, major activation through symbolism, signs, synchronicity is preparing you for this magical journey ahead, which is so different than what you've experienced in the past. It's filled with much more abundance and happiness than what you have been going through. So like that's the main message from the Atlantian collective for you guys, is this hard stuff, you're coming to the end of that, laying it down, being rewarded, being renewed, and then you're embarking on a beautiful magical path, and a lot of activation happening over these next you know, like 30 days. And yeah, because up here I said 9 days, 9 weeks, and then 4 to 7 weeks. Yeah, over the next 9 weeks, expect a lot of major change and transformation in your life, in your consciousness, in your awareness of energies. Some of you may be awakening to a new spiritual gift that you didn't know you ever had. Okay, so let's pull you one final card. We have a chakra balance, so all the chakras, harmony. Harmony makes this song of life sweeter. Yeah, life is getting sweeter, and it's going to be that way for a minute, okay? And when you embark on this new journey, it's not like it just all goes downhill. No, it's a magical path. It doesn't have to be heavy burdens, okay? It's just letting you know next 10 years of your life when you begin, that's what you're doing, and there's going to be a lot of activation happening for you. So yes, right now for you Starseeds and Lightworkers, it is a period of rest, renewal, relaxation, harmony, and reward after a long journey and a lot of hard work. Okay, so those are your messages. I'm sending you guys lots of love and light. Take care.